We're here with Jeff Schmalz, the CEO of Soy 2020 at the Bioproducts Cluster Workshop. Jeff, what would be Soy 2020's interest in a workshop that's focused a lot on corn?
Well, we work in the grains and oilseed sector. Our organization works principally in two areas, the food industry, so soy is a food. Soy is also material that's used in the bioeconomy. We do a lot of work, our company, in new product development, working with clients. In many cases, it's replacing petroleum input, so we do a lot of work in the biolubricant area, waxes, polymers. So being here today was sort of getting more exposure, broadly speaking, to what else is going on in the sector, and then sort of honing in on the specific opportunities that we have.
They've talked a lot here at this session about building a value chain. Is that important in the work that you do?
It's critical because soy is a commodity. A lot of the work we do really is specifically in value chains. We work a lot with some of the major seed companies in the world. And so we're aware of the specific genetic material that's in what we call the pipeline, which is what's 5 to 10 years out. A lot of those material, a lot of those oilseed varieties are germane to what we do. We like to work with specific material that's purpose grown. Our farmers get to make another $1 or $2 a bushel for that material, and there's more wealth created in the whole supply chain. So we start with the seed and process the seed into oil and protein and move from there into a myriad of opportunities in the market.
What would you say would be the biggest challenge you face in building that supply chain or that value chain?
There's a couple things. I think having governments aware of how policy can affect demand would be important. Also, we do lack, when you really take a look at the market as we have in the last 10 years, you see a lack of processing infrastructure that would be required to help us get into a whole new stream of value-added businesses that aren't in the province of Ontario today or Canada.
How do you see that being corrected going forward?
Well, it's for us, it's about seeking out the types of investors and clients who have the financial capital to make it happen, and then linking them with folks like FedDev and Agriculture and Agri-Food Canada to get some more funding and some more impetus to come into our market. It's a very competitive market globally to attract businesses into Canada, and so we need to put in the case of our business, a whole package together to attract businesses into Canada, and we do a lot of work in identification of markets and where the opportunities are, and finding those companies to come in and fill those needs is critical.
Do you see anything coming up in 2016-17 that is of particular interest to Soy 2020 in developing of the soy business?
Well, yeah, in particular, so we've been doing a lot of work with a couple of large seed companies, as I said earlier, on some new varieties. So we see some new varieties coming into the market. There's one that we're working with a researcher at the University of Guelph who has a specific oilseed variety that he's grown for us. We've crushed it, processed it, and we've got that oil material out with 6 or 7 clients who are looking at that today. There's that, and there's also, and it's really no secret because it's in the public domain, high oleic acid soybean material for the province of Ontario is an enormous opportunity. We've done testing work with that material in the food service market as a fryer oil, and now that same material is in probably 8 or 10 products that are being sold in the market in Ontario right now. University of Guelph is using a lot of that material, and we've just developed, with that material, we developed 4 new products that are actually in the market that Soy 2020 has developed from concept right through to final product. And lots more to come.
Sounds like a very interesting, aggressive time for the soy industry.
There are nothing but opportunities. Our task really is to figure out what makes the most sense for Canada.